Hello there, homies. Welcome back. I missed y'all. That is homies, okay? I missed y'all. I hope you're well. I had to figure out a lot of life shit, so that's why I haven't been uploading. But we finna get back on this grind. I'm about to move into a new apartment. Everything's good. So why not do the video I promised y'all, which is absolute dog shit. If anybody's played Battlefield 2042 on PC, you know what I'm talking about. You know specifically what I'm talking about. And what do I mean for those who don't know? Well, I mean the performance on this game is absolute dog water. Dog water. It's garbage. The worst game I have seen on PC in my entire life. So when I bought this game, I was extremely mad and I just screamed my lungs out because I tried everything in the book to get it to work. And then I realized it's just not gonna work because it's a shit game. It's just a shit game. Anyway, today we're testing it on a GTX 1080 and a Ryzen 2700X with 16 gigs of RAM. So, perfectly capable for playing this game at 60 frames low. Right now we're on high settings. You want to know why? It's because it doesn't matter what your settings are, the frame rate's going to be the same. You want to know why? It's because GPU utilization is fucked in this game. It's nothing to do with the config. It's nothing to do with drivers. Don't believe what these YouTubers are trying to tell you. They're all capping. This map is garbage. This is truly the most dog shit map I could have gotten in on as well. But, don't believe what these YouTubers are telling you. Oh, you know, you need to go into config. You need to install the previous. No, it's all bullshit, bro. It's the game. The developers purposely made this game unoptimized for older GPUs to not completely utilize them to ship out the new GPUs. Specifically, the instance being I know Nvidia does it all the time, but it's also AMD as well. Battlefield 2042 is being shipped with the new stocked RTX cards and the new stocked being shipped with almost every piece of hardware out there right now. And the reason being is because they purposely made this game unoptimized for older cards, and I'm gonna call them out for it because no one else is. I have yet to see a person with it. I don't know what's going on with my voice, boys. I have yet to see a person with a 1070 or a 1060 that can hit 100% GPU utilization in this game. I don't know why. I don't know what the purpose is of doing that other than capitalism, and they're making money off shipping it with the newest GPUs, and that's fucked. I'm sorry, Dice, that's fucked, and I'm gonna call you out for it. This game is a dog shit game already, so why the fuck are you not at least trying to optimize it and make things better? They've had 2 patches since the game released, right? 2 patches, plenty of time to fix this bug that they purposely implemented to not use your GPU. And they haven't even addressed PC performance at all, even though everybody on PC, on the Reddit, Battlefield forums, everything is saying this game runs like dog water. Now that I have a problem with. And another thing is YouTubers are being silenced when they speak up about performance of this game on PC. Plenty of them are. Like, tell me one video you've seen somebody complain about GPU utilization or this game's performance. No one. You want to know why? Because DICE is taking down their videos. Or at least trying to suppress it. I don't know this for sure. Like, I could just be on some, fucking, oh, I'm speculating. But is it really speculation? Think about it. Have you seen one video of somebody saying, yeah, this game runs like dog water? No. In fact, most YouTubers right now are saying that fucking COD, or not COD, Halo runs like dog water when Halo runs fucking amazing. Halo is one of the most optimized games I've seen come out of this year. Like, period, on PC. And maybe it's because I played the flight and they got my DX diag file, so they know my exact hardware. But I don't think that's the case. It's just they put 6 years of love into the PC port and specifically made it for PC. Now, this game was also made for PC, right? Battlefield's always been a PC game. Even before my time, Battlefield was a PC game. So, what gives, Dice? That's my question. I know this is kind of a rant, but this is what you were expecting seeing a benchmark for Battlefield 2042. It's like, bro, this game is dog water. The graphics are old. I'm sorry, the graphics are old unless you're running 4K, right? Cool. It does not. This right here, what I'm seeing in front of me, is not demanding enough to make me run at 45 frames. I don't care who you are. This game is not that good looking. It really is. It's dated for modern age. The only thing cool is probably that storm out there. All right, let's be honest. And the rain effects on my gun. But this game isn't that good looking. And like, if I look at the textures and shit, right? Look at this. Look how blurry that shit is. It's not me. It's not the card. It's not my hardware. It's just the developers don't give a shit about older hardware. Which, you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. Whatever, bro. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to tell you, you fucking suck, DICE, and I won't be buying any more of your games. And I can't recommend anybody to buy a DICE game anymore. Like, I loved Battlefield 1. Battlefield 5, I flirted with it, you know. I kind of quicky and dippy, fucked it and then dipped, you know. Like, smash and pass type shit. But, it at least ran well. Battlefield 5 ran flawlessly on my computer. Like, we're talking 100 frames, ultra settings. Bro, see what I mean? This game is dog water. It feels like COD 128. COD, this is COD number 128. Literally just 128 fucking COD players running around who don't play the objective. And then you got vehicles that are absolutely fucking busted still, even though they fixed it, quote unquote. It's just a dog water game, bro. I don't understand why people like this game. So enough with the complaining. So let's look at performance, right? 35 frames. We are running at. I didn't even get into my graphics options because I'm gonna be 100%. It doesn't matter. We're running at high ultra settings. Like, we're running at slightly higher than high, so we'll go higher. It looks all right. But just to show you what I'm talking about, my homies, let me show you real quick. So if I press escape, go to options, and I change the graphics to low. I hate that you have to fucking flip through the menu. I don't want to use the presets. If I turn all of this shit off, and then let it load in, right? Nothing changes. Not GPU utilization is the same, except it just looks like dog water now. It runs slightly better, I'll give it that, but what's the margin if it's only using 60% of my GPU, you know what I'm saying? And when I go into Task Manager says it uses less than 60. My Task Manager tells me it uses 20% of my GPU. But, you know, Task Manager's iffy and you can never really trust it. One thing I will say is I love that they fixed the hit reg in this game. This game could truly be amazing. Battlefield Portal is fucking amazing. I love Battlefield Portal. It's crazy. Once they add more content to Battlefield Portal, I think that's the only reason I'll be playing this game. But the base game is dog shit, dude. I don't care about the specialists. The specialists are fine. I don't care that every weapon can be swapped between. Who cares? Okay, it's fucking. This is COD. Every game, every first-person shooter is COD nowadays. Come on, we all know this. Unless it's trying to be something different, like Siege. So I really don't mind this game's gunplay and mechanics. Like, I love the mechanics and gunplay. It feels fantastic. It's just the vehicles and the maps are dog water, bro. Absolute trash. And these storms, I don't know how I feel about the storms, honestly. I haven't played long enough to know. What happens if I go in as a soldier? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That was cool. I'll give him that. That was cool. But again, look how dog water the game looks right now. We're on lowest settings, 1080p. 45 to 50 frames, right? Some people are like, oh, that's perfectly playable. It is for me too, right? But that's not the point. The point being, it shouldn't be running this bad. Like, at all. You know what I'm saying? This is a AAA company. I paid $100 for this title, right? And I have the recommended system requirements. The RTX 3060 is slightly better than a GTX 1080. The only thing it's got going for it really is the ray tracing cores and better optimization in newer games. But come on, bro. Seriously? Seriously, DICE? Like, at what point can we really point the finger at, you know, at what point can we keep paying $60 for a broken product? And I really didn't want to have this conversation today, but it's been on my mind a lot ever since, you know, I've been going into adulthood and understanding pricing of games and what I get for my money, right? I paid $100 to play this game 2 weeks early, of which I didn't play. I played the first day and quit playing it because I was given a broken product. And so I expected that November 19th, they would have all the bugs fixed and the game would run at least, you know, optimal for my hardware. Somewhat. At least give me like DSR or something. It's something that's, or FSR, my bad. Something to scale my resolution dynamically to keep me 60. Because this is just dog water, bro. But anyway, at what point can I buy a game for $100? That is a tenth of a band, bro. A tenth of a band. Can I expect a good product? You know what I'm saying? And even after paying that amount and waiting for the actual release of the game, which is November 19th, right? It still runs like this. And they refuse to acknowledge PC performance. They haven't said anything in the patch notes. They haven't said anything about how the game runs on PC. It's not my PC because I got it on an SSD and load times are quick. I mean, you saw that shit was quick. RAM utilization is down, CPU utilization is down, GPU utilization is down. So what the fuck, DICE? Like, at what point can we pay $60 for a title that isn't even finished? Because this isn't finished. And if we not only performance, if we're thinking about the game, right? Think about it this way: 7 maps in the game for the base game, and then not to mention Portal, which is one of the main attractions for most people who bought this game, is they wanted to play Portal. They wanted to relive all their old maps, right? You get 2 maps for each of the 3 games listed. So that's 6 additional maps that we've already had in previous games. They pulled a COD on us. They pulled a Call of Duty and just reskinned old maps and sold it to us again. Now, COD, the reason they do it is, and while I'll forgive Vanguard's launch, is because Vanguard has 20 fucking maps at launch. 20. So that's giving you plenty of content to fuck about on. And, you know, shoot your pea shooter weapons at other clown soldiers. But this is Battlefield, okay? This isn't Call of Duty. And it's very apparent they took major inspiration from Modern Warfare 2019 when it comes to things like this sprint here. Look at this. If you double tap shift, you got normal sprint and then you got tac sprint. Oh, tac sprint. Oh, it makes you move 0.5 pixels faster than normal sprint. Oh, so crazy. Warzone did it. Let me do it. It's not Battlefield. And this is cool, right? This is cool being able to adjust your loadout on the fly. But again, the game runs like dog water. So I can't sit down and enjoy it. I tried sitting down and enjoying this game, and that's why I have some stuff unlocked. But I can't. It shouldn't be a luxury to ask for 60 frames per second on an old flagship GPU. You know what I'm saying? Especially in a game that looks no better than Battlefield 5. The only difference is it has 128 players and the maps are slightly bigger. Slightly bigger. Battlefield 5 had some pretty fucking huge maps. And the maps are only slightly bigger in this game. Actually, Battlefield 5's maps were pretty small. What am I on about? anyway, it's unacceptable. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna clown on Dice even further. I'm gonna go full screen. Apply that real quick. Bear with me. I'm gonna have to tab out a lot and get all that shit resorted. So first things first, we're gonna play at 720p. Low settings. Yes. Just to prove a point. 720p, low settings. Let it load, you know. Do what it needs to do. No change in performance at all. Absolutely zero. My GPU utilization is just lower, and my CPU utilization is through the roof. So 720p. You're telling me a GTX 1080 can't run Battlefield 2042 at 720p lowest setting? Bullshit, Dice. Bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not gonna circle jerk you like these other fucking faggot YouTubers, bro. And yes, I can say that word. I'm gay. Okay? I'm not gonna circle jerk you like faggot YouTubers who are getting paid by you to not say shit about your game. Okay? Your game's dog water. It runs like dog water. If I go to 4K, right? Because I think, let me check to see if I have DSR. I believe I have it on. I do not. Fuck. I will be back when I have DSR on another map. Give me 1 second here. All right, we're back. So I can't really get OBS to record the 4K resolution because I have a 1080p monitor and I don't have another monitor available. So you're gonna have to deal with just watching the frames. I apologize. It's not like you want to watch this game anyway because it's fucking dog shit. So hopefully we get another map here that isn't okay. Renewal, fine. Kaleidoscope's probably the worst offender for maps that run like dog water in this game. So we might get more accurate performance numbers. Renewal is actually, in my opinion, the best running map, and I actually enjoy. The best thing about Renewal is it runs well, it looks good, it fits the aesthetic, and it's a good map. This is like one of the only good maps. I fucking hate almost every other map in the game. But this one actually runs well. So we're at 4K low settings right now, right? This is just to prove a point. Look, performance is the same, bro. 4K, low settings, performance is the same. It's running better than Halo did, I'll give it that. But it's the same performance. Same exact performance, except now it's just using my GPU. So I don't understand. It's like they're using the console config, like the console meaning for like Xbox Series X and shit, the people who want 4K resolution. It's like it just doesn't use your GPU at all. Unless you're running 4K. Or like even if I switch it to 1440p, which is the other standard resolution, it's gonna run the same as 1080p. Just use less of my GPU. Why is the GPU utilization hooked to my resolution of my screen? See what I mean? It's just shady. Why is it running better and more consistent in 4K than it runs at 1080p? Makes no goddamn sense. If I turn this shit to Ultra right now, it's gonna run exactly the same. Watch. Ultra. Give it a minute to load in, obviously. Might run a little bit worse because I have VC face open and it's actually pushing my GPU now. It's actually, you know, making my GPU sweat rather than just on a light jog or walk. But look. Not ideal for playing, but look, we're at ultra settings 4K. Ultra 4K. You're telling me runs the same as 720p low? Same meaning sub 60 FPS. That's what I mean. Sub 60 FPS is what I mean by same. I doubt it, Dice. I severely doubt it. I doubt it, bro. I highly doubt it. Like, there's no way. There's no way in hell, Dice. You're smoking crank. Get off the pipe and fix your game, bro. I paid $100 for this. $100. Imagine the dude who has to pay rent, right? Imagine the dude who has to pay the rent and it's like, you know, $900, and then they're like, you know, I have $100 to myself. I could go buy groceries, or I could buy this game I really want to buy. And then they're like, yeah, I'm gonna buy this game I really want to buy. They install it, right, and they pay extra so they can play it early because they really wanted to play it. And then they launch it and they hop into a match. They're super hyped. By the way, this is the first map I played. And then they realize, wow, this game runs like shit. I feel like I wasn't included. I feel like I just got robbed. And that is, to a T, is exactly how I felt after buying this game and playing it for the first time. I feel like I've been robbed. Alright, so enough of 4K. As you can see, 4K runs fine, 30 FPS, just fine. No problem. Ultra settings, 30 FPS, no biggie. On the other maps, it'd be like 20, but this is the only good map in the game, so. Let's go 1440p, right? Again, you're probably not going to see the screen. I apologize. But you are going to see the frame numbers, which is what I'm trying to drive home here today. This is less of a benchmark, more of just showing you how unoptimized and shitty this game is. And why DICE can no longer be trusted as a developer. Alright, so now we're running F40. This would be my optimal gaming experience if I was to play the game. At least right now, because it's actually going to use my GPU, and I know it's going to be a consistent frame rate. It's not just going to be all over the place, you know what I'm saying? And see what I mean? There's too many vehicles too. Like, bro, this game's just not it. Just not it at all. It's trash. This game's trash. You know it's bad when your game runs worse than Tarkov. Escape from Tarkov. Like, that's bad. Tarkov, I can hit 60 almost anywhere, and it barely uses my GPU. Like, GPU utilization on that game is dog water. And performance is dog water on that game. And it runs better than a AAA modern game that should be optimized. That is $60. Just play Tarkov. I know they're not the same genre, but you're going to have a hell of a lot more fun playing that game than you are going to be playing this dog shit game. Yeah. Now, back to 1080p so you can see what I'm doing here. If I go 1080p, right? Ultra settings. This is ultra. Yes, keep. I spawn in. It's going to run the same as 1440p, except it's only going to use 48% of my GPU, or 70, rather than 100, like 1440p did. You see what I'm saying? It's like 1080p. They purposely made it to where it just won't use your GPU. It's ridiculous, DICE. I'm sorry. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. I want my frames. I want what I paid for. I don't want to play this dog shit suboptimal 60 frames per second experience that you purposely implemented to make people's older GPUs and hardware run like dog water. I don't. It's not what I paid for. It's not what, you know, thousands of other people paid for and have been complaining about. I think this image I'm going to close this video out with completely concludes what I'm trying to prove here. I'm going to show it right now. That is exactly what the title of this game should be. It just needs that dash there, and you have what this title actually is. Anyway, this has been Just Jake. Thank you, homies. That is homies. I appreciate your support and watching my content. Have a great day. Take care. And I hope to see you in the next video. Zai Jin.